Some love lives only in poetry, not in reality. Sadly, it breathes through verses, not shared mornings, not daily routines. Ever, some love survives between metaphors only, safe from consequences. There, it exists on pages where timing pauses and fate listens. Briefly, some love whispers in carefully chosen, unsent sentences. Hidden, it avoids practical questions like futures planned or responsibilities demanded. Aloud, some love lives only in poetry because reality demands too much. Bills replace promises, time replaces tenderness, distance replaces desire. Quickly, some love feels perfect because it's untouched by habits or flaws. It remains ideal, frozen in language, never aging, never changing. Some love survives as imagery, moonlight comparisons, desert metaphors. It walks barefoot across stanzas, leaving no footprints behind. Some love hides from decision making, from courage tests, from commitment. It feels safer as beautiful words than imperfect actions taken. Some love blooms in imagination, where rejection never arrives. Harsh, it stays warm, because no winter of disappointment comes. Some love lives only in poetry, because hearts fear reality. Reality demands sacrifice, consistency, presence, endurance. Poetry asks, feeling. Some love stays gentle, because it's never tested by silence or routine. It avoids conflict, avoids boredom, avoids growing pains. Together, some love is eternal because it never begins nor truly ends. Either it floats timelessly between verses, untouched by clocks or calendars. Some love chooses distance to remain beautiful. Proximity would expose truth. Truth might complicate what words idealized too carefully, too softly. Some love lives only in poetry because courage failed once. The moment passed, the chance expired, words arrived late. Instead, so love transformed into language where regret can rest. Some love writes itself. When actions hesitate, ink replaces footsteps taken. It survives through metaphors. When presence impossible or forbidden or feared, some love is remembered, not experienced fully, felt deeply, but briefly. It becomes nostalgia rather than partnership, memory instead of life. Some love lives only in poetry because timing betrayed, hearts, wrong seasons met, right emotions collided, outcomes collapsed quietly. Poetry forgives timing. Reality never does. It demands alignment. Harsh, some love stays sacred by staying unrealized, untouched by compromise. Pure, it remains holy because it was never consumed. Daily, some love hides inside late night writing, lonely honesty sessions, private pages understand what people never could without interruption or judgment. Some love speaks fluently in silence, between lines, unheard. It says everything without saying names, protecting identities. Still, some love is faithful only in memory, loyal to what was. It doesn't seek replacement because comparison would destroy illusion instantly. Some love lives only in poetry because letting go, hurt, writing became ritual, grief became art, pain became rhythm measured. Some love accepts distance as necessary mercy. Closer contact would bleed. It survives by absence, not presence, by imagination, not touch. Some love is honest, only on paper, where fear dissolves safely. In reality, voices shake, words stumble, courage collapses. Often, so poetry speaks what mouths cannot confess aloud. Ever, some love lives only in poetry, and that's okay. Sometimes, because poetry preserves what reality would break carelessly, quick. It keeps love gentle, untested by cruelty, unscarred by endings, soft. Some love wasn't meant for shared lives, but shared understanding. Brief, it teaches depth without demanding permanence, beauty without possession. Rare, some love lives only in poetry, so hearts survive. After, some love stays silent because speaking risks shattering fragile illusions. Carefully, it survives untouched, when unspoken forever, protected from realities, rough edges. Some love chooses pages over public declarations. Ink feels safer than voices. Words never demand consistency or presence. They accept momentary truth. Some love breathes between midnight thoughts and lonely pens. Writing, it arrives when courage falls asleep and honesty awakens. Alone, some love hides from daylight, accountability, from questions futures ask. Relentlessly, poetry doesn't require answers or timelines, only feeling. Now, some love remains perfect because it's incomplete, missing realities, where it doesn't face routines or arguments over silence. It never ages poorly. Some love waits eternally in unsent drafts, never brave enough to send. It rests comfortably inside what ifs and maybe laters forever. Some love survives as imagination's refuge where rejection never exists. It avoids embarrassment of trying and failing, publicly seen, wounded. Some love lives only in poetry because fear guided choices, fear of loss, fear of exposure, fear of rejection combined. Some love transforms into beautiful language because action felt impossible. Writing replaced movement, metaphors replaced footsteps, paper carried longing forward. Some love is loyal to memory versions, not evolving